Hey there, Verbling. I hope you're all having an awesome night or day or morning, depending on what time it is for you. My name is Lauren, and this is an intermediate speaking class. Our topic for today is a topic I haven't done in a very long time. We're going to be talking about one thing that you would change in the world and one thing that you really think is beautiful in the world. These days, all you hear about in the news is how bad people are. So I want to have some talk today about some good things about the world. Great. So welcome to Andre. Hello, Andre.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. And you?
I'm great, thank you. And welcome as well to Blanca. Hi, Blanca.
Hi.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm happy.
Good.
Okay.
Good. She's so happy she can't contain herself. She just has to laugh.
Yes, I can't. I just can't laugh because I have nothing else to say. Just I'm happy.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Great. And Nihan. Hey, Nihan.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi. How are you?
Which one? The
Nihan.
name. Yeah, I know
Oh.
my name, but the other name.
Oh, yes, I see. We have two very similar names. This one is, how do I pronounce your name? Nigan?
Ngân.
Nam. Hello, Nam.
Nan.
Nan.
Yes,
How are you today?
I'm fine. But,
It's very nice to meet you.
Yes, it's not the first time I meet you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So you are Nan, and then
Yes.
we have also Nihan beside
Yeah.
you. So they sound very similar. That's okay. But yeah, and Nihan, how are you doing today?
I'm a little bit sleepy, but I'm doing great, Lauren. How
Yeah,
about
what
you?
is it?
You look
2 in
nice.
the morning?
Yeah, 2 in the morning. Exactly.
Gosh. Well, hopefully
But
you stay awake.
I got some sleep at afternoon. I'm very good now.
Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Because I know you were up late last night too.
Taking
Uh,
a nap is good for John Lawrence classes.
Yeah, because I saw Lauren's classes time, and when I get home, I just think I have to sleep a little bit so I can attend the classes.
I am so honored. That means a lot. It really does. That's amazing.
Everyone.
Oh my gosh. Stop it.
You deserve it, you know, Lauren.
Yes,
You're
yes.
excellent
You know,
teacher.
I don't mean to keep my classes late. It's just I've been so busy that I have to have them late for the next couple days at least, just because I'm just so busy. I can't start until later.
It doesn't matter. We will attend
Good.
anyway.
Awesome. That's great. And welcome as well to Mine. Hello, Mine.
Hello, Lauren.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I am fine, thank you. How are you?
Mine, I'm good, but I felt so bad because you had connection problems yesterday, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I just joined the class and then I had some issue with my internet and then I drop off again.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad you're here today. Let's hope it
But
works.
it seems that today it seems better.
Good. Great. Great. And welcome as well to Juan. Welcome back, Juan.
Hi, Lauren. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Very good, thanks.
Great. Great. And welcome as well to Josue. Hello, Josue, and welcome back.
Hello, thank you.
How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Great. Excellent. So as you all know, I did this topic, I think, a couple months ago, I guess when I was still a new teacher, and I really liked it, so I thought I'd bring it back. we're going to talk today about one thing that we would change in the world. So is there something that you think is really worth, if you were the king or queen of the world and you could say, I'm going to change this one thing, what would it be? And this is a hard one. Oh, and my second question is also, I want to talk about something that you think is really beautiful in the world. And don't just say the Verbling website, because I know that it's very beautiful.
Maybe the teacher.
Maybe the students.
Yeah, as well.
Does anyone want to go first?
I
Let's
can.
first.
Oh, let's get Mine to go first. And then Andre. Yes, Mine.
Okay, if I had the chance to change something in the world, I would have ended all of the war.
So let's say I would end war.
Yeah, ended war, yes.
Yeah, I would end war. When we say if, so your beginning if statement was perfect. If I could change anything in the world, and then we put the next one in the future, sort of. So we're going to say, I would end war.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Good.
it.
And that is a good choice. Yeah, that's a really good choice.
The earth needs the peace. Everywhere is so confusing and so violent, and that is the reason we need peace all over the world.
Where are you from, Mine?
I am from Turkey, but I live in US now.
And you live in the US. So you can't escape the war. You're living in a nation that, you know, is always close to it.
Yeah. Yes, I know.
Mm-hmm. Great choice there. And have you ever had an experience with war?
No, thanks God. I haven't had any experience about the war, but if you watch the TV all the time, some part of the world, they have a different political war or other war, and that makes me very upset.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's something that I think that's been a philosophical question since the beginning of time, right? War, why war?
Yeah.
Does war fix anything? Right?
Can you repeat one more time? I couldn't hear the whole question.
I was just saying, does war fix anything?
No. War doesn't fix anything, but I don't know. Beginning of the earth till now, every time they have a different kind of the fight or war. I don't know. It doesn't make sense for me. That is the reason that always I think about the first peaceful world and good environment, but two things, it's always getting worse and worse.
Yeah, we can say a new vocabulary word. Mine, we can say it is getting exponentially worse.
Exponentially worse, yeah.
That means it's like, you know, in math?
Yes, I know math.
Yeah. And that means just so much worse and getting worse faster than it was in the past.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And I just noticed that Huyen joined us as well. Hi, Huyen. Oh, Huyen, we can't hear you. Maybe your Hangout is loading, or maybe you're on mute. I'll give you a minute. Okay, does anyone have any comments about what Mine said? Oh, Huyen, we hear you now.
Hello.
Hi, Huyen. Oh, yeah, your mic is a little bit bad today.
Yes, I guess it's working.
Oh, now it's getting less noisy.
Hello?
Okay, there. Now it's much better.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, great. Well, who wants to go next? What is something that we're creating our perfect world here today? If there's one thing that you could change, what do you think it might be? And we're magical today. We can do anything, especially me.
I think I feel in a beauty competition because they always ask this question, you know, Lauren.
Do they?
Yes, always.
Oh, yeah, like Miss Universe.
Yes.
Well, okay, you know what's funny that you just said that? In my classes right now, because I'm right now studying to be a teacher, so I'm in a class right now that's called Gender Diversity. And the class, do you know what gender means?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Male, female.
Yeah,
Female and
okay, this is strange, but okay, the word gender means feminine and masculine, and not just female and male, because we know that many people are born as a female but don't feel, I'm going to say the word, don't subscribe to femininity. I'm going to say this. Okay, when I say subscribe, some women grow up and they don't connect to what society tells them they're supposed to act like, right? They don't want to have long hair, they don't want to be delicate, they don't want to be skinny, they don't want to be all of these things. They feel more like masculine. So that's what gender means. It's more so more about personality. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the choice you make to how you want to act. So when we say gender, the first thought is male, female, but we talk about it in class, about it being like feminine and masculine, because we know that some men, they don't subscribe to masculinity. They don't want to be big and strong and cut their hair short. They just want their personality, something inside of them says that doesn't fit who they are. So
we are not talking about the homosexuality, am I right?
Maybe homosexuality or maybe not, right? They could be, you could be a homosexual man and be very masculine. Or you could be a straight man, but you don't act very masculine.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we talk about. And I realized in class that I would love to change that in the world. The ideas that we have about femininity and masculinity, and how, in general, in all societies, the masculine characteristics are valued more than the feminine ones. Like, men are strong and brave and smart, and women are unsure.
They're not smart than us.
Yeah, yeah. So I was thinking, like, I don't like gender roles. They're very constricting. I know that's kind of above our topic right now, but what do you guys think about that?
There is an interesting movie. It's a French movie, Ma Vie en Rose. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Of course, you know the movies.
Yes, yes, of course. It's a recommendation for you. It's about a child. He's a boy who was born like he was created as a girl. No, it's a boy, but he felt he is a girl, and he dresses like a girl, and he acts like a girl, and the family is very upset with him until the family understands that, well, that's what, the way he feels happy, and let him do what he wants to do. I mean, act like a girl.
And the family finally accepts that.
Yes.
Was it a very, very popular movie?
Yeah, maybe, but yes, I've seen the movie like twice or three times, and
What's it called?
Ma Bien Rose. I don't know. It's
Ma
you pronounce it
bien
in French.
Rose.
Yeah, I'm gonna type it again.
Yeah. Ma,
I
ma,
like in pink. I don't know.
Ma vie en rose. Yeah, yeah. We have a store called La Vie en Rose. The like life in pink. It's a
Yeah.
lingerie store.
Yes.
So
Well,
that's probably what it means.
yeah, it's a French movie. You can watch it in
Yeah, and
French.
is there a lot of that in Mexico, Blanca? Like people who don't act or dress in the way that they were, in the way that we're gonna say, okay, so there's gender and then there's sex. So when we say sex, we mean masculine or female, unless you're talking about the verb, but we're not talking about that.
No, no.
Yeah, so if they have the sex is masculine, is that they're a man, but then they choose to be like a woman. Is there a lot of that in Mexico?
Not a lot, but it's like men who like men, but they act like men who like women. You know, they don't want to accept what they are for real. I mean, they're like they're in the closet.
Yeah, good. What? Why don't you tell the class, what does that mean? In the closet.
In the closet means that they're, for example, a man. It's a guy. It's guy. No, gay.
Yeah.
It's gay. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I'm crazy.
And for those of you who don't know, gay is another word for homosexual.
Yeah, they're homosexual or gay, or wherever you want,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't accept it, and they have life. You know, they get married, they have children, they have a very normal life because they don't want to accept what they like or what they really are. So in the closet, I mean, in the dark, maybe they have this homosexual relationships.
Mm-hmm. And this happens to women.
Yes.
And
yes, men and women. Yes.
yeah, and it's very funny because in the United States and Canada, there's a common, it's so common, it's become a stereotype that women will try to be straight because society tells them you must be straight.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get married and they have children. And then maybe when they're 45 years old or something, they finally say, no, I've never wanted this. This is not what I've ever wanted. And they run away with a woman.
Yes, but research shows that women, for example, discover that they're not straight until 30s or 40s. Men is earlier. I don't know, 15, 20. It's funny.
Totally. Totally. Yeah, yeah. So that it's so interesting because there's like people's lives are ruined because of gender roles. Like so many people's lives. And there's we were talking in class. Is anyone here Muslim? Is anyone in class Muslim? Oh, no one?
I know it's Islamic rules.
You know, okay, Nihan. Yeah, and I'm sure, okay, so in Western societies, some women believe that people who are Muslim are oppressed because they have to cover themselves. And women in Western countries say, we're free, we can dress naked and wear no clothes and, you know, be promiscuous, and we can do whatever we want, and no one can tell us not to, right? But in class we were talking that this is also oppression. Women feel that they have to be sexy and skinny and pretty, or they will not be valued. So you're one or the other. You're covered up, or you must show everything. You must be, the word is ultra-sexualized.
Ultra-sexualized? No.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the idea, right? I may think that I'm not oppressed by society. Oppressed? I'm not oppressed, but I mean, I have the same rules, just different ones. I have rules that if I don't follow, I can feel like society doesn't value me enough, right? So anyways, so I think gender roles really screw up a lot.
Yes.
Does anyone else agree or disagree with that? Or maybe want to talk about that a little?
I agree with you.
Yeah, Huyen? You were saying, you said in the chat, I'm smarter than most boys.
It should be some balance.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Equal rights, yes?
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, equal rights. And it's funny because women wanted, 100 years ago, women could not vote in Canada or the United States.
Yeah.
And we think now we can vote and now we can have jobs and we can have careers. But we also still have to do everything else.
Yeah.
Right?
It's too much.
I just learned about Karen Horney, which is a psychoanalyst. How do you say this in English? Psychoanalyst?
Psychoanalyst.
Psychoanalyst. And she made some interesting research because when in her time, 30s or 40s in the last century, she said women had to choose between being mothers or have a career, and now it's very different because we can have both of them. We don't have to choose one of this or that. No, we can do that, and we can have the same job, and we can earn the same money than men. But it's like sometimes it's not fair because it's supposed that men can earn more money than us. And I don't think it's fair.
But it's not enough yet.
What was that, Nina?
I think it's not enough yet, because when you think about politicians or writers or famous directors, it's all men's, we just have to go straight. We just started. You said 100 years ago we cannot vote.
We could not.
We couldn't vote. We couldn't write a book to use our names. Maybe some of the writers, women writers, could write with the men's. How can I say?
I know. What's the name of it? It's they wrote. They had pseudo names. But no.
I think it was. Which the sister's name, I don't know, I can't remember now. It's a British girls
I know.
trio of them.
The Bront. They are the Bront?
Yeah, Bront
Emily Bront.
sisters.
Oh, it's my favorite writer.
Yeah. But we just started, but it's not enough yet.
Yeah, totally, and that's something that takes a lot of convincing for people in, I guess I want to say Western nations, because Western nations believe that they are the pinnacle of civilization. Like, we have overcome all of these old ideas, but that's obviously not true. And on average, this is what surprised me most in class. On average, women in Canada and the United States make $1 for every $1.5 or something that men make, or 1.3. So if women make, let's say, $50,000 a year, men are making, let's say, $65,000 a year. So
same job, same quality.
Same job. So if I'm working at Verbling and I'm making, let's say I make $10 an hour, the person who is a man working at Verbling would make $13 an hour.
Really?
Yeah, that's, well, no, that's not how it works at Verbling. No, not at Verbling. Not at Verbling.
I think it's an example.
Just an example.
Yeah, but that's an example, right? So people with the exact same job, exact same work and responsibility, even in, this country where we're supposed to be very equal. Nope.
Lauren, I think
unacceptable.
In Verbling there's a discrimination or something, because I see that Spanish teacher get paid lower than English teachers.
And that is true. And their reason for that is because of demand.
Yeah.
So because there is not as much of a demand to learn Spanish, they're starting it low. And before, the Verbling teachers, before students didn't need to pay anything. So when we launched the Spanish classes, the students had to pay right away. So this is why the Spanish classes don't have as many students, or there's not as many Spanish students as there are English learners. But I agree. I mean, that can be viewed as some kind of discrimination.
It's the same job. I mean, they had to prepare classes as well.
Totally. We should write a letter.
Lauren,
Cover letter.
Yeah.
I disagree with you.
Yeah.
It's not the same, you know. English is more popular language, and it could be more demand on. A lot of people try to learn. I disagree with you. I don't know.
You said that
It's
because
a business
you're
decision.
outside the United States.
One by one, please.
Let's get Andre. Andre?
No, I mean, it's a business decision, not a preconception or.
Yeah.
It's a business decision.
It's not about
Excellent
gender.
word.
Maybe not financially, but strategically.
Okay, excellent word there, Andre. You said it's not some, what did you say, preconceived?
Preconception.
Yeah, there's no like, we're going to say, this is a common colloquism, okay, preconceived notions. So I'm going to say there's no preconceived notions about Spanish teachers or something. That means we don't judge Spanish teachers. That's what that kind of means. But a good word there. Good word there. Preconceptions. Yeah, I like that. And why do you think it's strategic, Andre?
No, because, for example, English by hour it's $15. Spanish is $10, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a business decision, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't really talked to them about that. I just know what they told us their reasons were, because a student asked me once. But
Yes. Obviously, English demands more attention because the Verbling core business is English, I think.
mm-hmm, they're trying to expand.
I just want to give an example. My brother is a pianist, musician, and he plays a famous five-star hotel, but he plays only 1 hour and get a lot of wage. Somebody told the waitress, I guess his friend, said, "Oh, my teacher, you play only 1 hour, but we work here 12 hours, but we cannot get that kind of money." But I can say it's about demand. Everybody can be maybe a waitress, you know, but nobody can be a pianist because it's hard to work, and it costs a lot normally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see that Huyen, I'm gonna say itching to say something. Okay, I'm just gonna explain that idiom there, or that expression. If I say I'm itching to say something, it means like I want to, and I'm just trying to, but and I'm trying to speak, but there's no opportunity for me to speak. It's like if I want to itch myself, and I'm like, I'm like trying to itch, but I never got the chance to. So that's just an expression. You're itching to say something. Go ahead, Huyen.
Yes, I'm itching to say something against what Nihan just said. Yeah, you said that the demand for English teachers are much bigger than the other Spanish teachers, but that because that's because you lived outside of the United States. If you live in a country where the demand for Spanish teachers is high, then you'll see the different thing. I never see an American in English classes, so I think it's equal, you know?
I don't know the numbers, actually. I don't know the numbers of students, but I would say that if, let's say, we got French or something and those teachers were getting paid more, I probably wouldn't be very happy. But I'm in a position that I need to be diplomatic. Do you know that word, diplomatic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
To
Can someone
avoid the conflict.
Yeah. This is
You are the
awkward.
middleman, maybe.
Yeah. So if someone's going to be diplomatic, it means this is a really good vocabulary word. A diplomatic person, I just typed it in the chat. Or neutral. Yes, Juan, thank you. Juan, is this, Juan who's writing in the chat, is that the same Juan who's in class?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Juan, it's very nice to see your face. I've never seen your face before. I just noticed your different profile pictures.
Yeah, I changed the one in Bourbon.
Yeah, I see, yeah. But what was I going to say? Yeah, the word diplomatic. If you're going to say that a person is diplomatic, it means that they don't express a strong opinion because maybe it's inappropriate for them to.
Yeah.
So, and do you know the word awkward?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And sometimes we say it as a joke, like, this is awkward. It means like this is a situation where I shouldn't contribute. Huyan, you said, is there any negative word for people who agree with whatever is being said? Negative word. Negative word. You can say that someone is a pleaser, like a people pleaser.
People pleaser. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, you can, and you have to put it in context. Like, my friend never really, she'll never tell me what she thinks. She'll just agree with me. She's such a people pleaser. She just wants, and then she goes to someone else and speaks to them and agrees with them. She doesn't want to cause conflict, so she won't say, I don't agree with that. Yeah, people pleaser.
Thank you.
Great. I just wanted to ask Juan, you're typing some things in the chat, but why don't you tell us what you're thinking? Oh, Juan, we can't hear you. Can anyone hear me?
Sorry, I was muted.
There you are.
No, I was making those comments because I think my opinion is similar to almost everybody, and in the case of the teachers, I also agree that both do the same work, the same because they have to do the same effort and work while studying for the profession, and then while delivering their work as in any other language. I think that in the case of prices, it is just as any other profession where it depends on the market or the place where you deliver your you say your skills or duties. So, for example, a lawyer with a specialty in a field, let's say family law or tax law, has the same skills as any other lawyer who also graduated in the same field But if he or she has the opportunity to work at a big corporation, he or she may be able to charge double per hour.
But that's the question about capitalism, right? Like,
yeah.
In general, think about the people who work in a factory versus someone like me, and I'm comfortable sitting at home in my warm home with no boss yelling at me, and maybe I get paid more than them. That's not, you know what I mean? That's capitalism for you. It's a problem, isn't it?
and even in the same profession, I'm aware that people that do my job in other countries, they get paid like 3 or 4 more times than we get paid for the same job. So I think that
or more.
The comment was like more regarding the prices, and it's like the other classmate, Andre, I think, was the one who made the point about it depends on the market, and
that was Andre.
Yeah, so that was for that, and what was the other one I made? Regarding the
what?
No, I was and about the position. I thought that also, if it was possible to use the word neutral, because it's a not a discussion. It's a topic where you or any other person should give a specific opinion, because maybe the job or where they work, that was something.
Yeah, well, that's why we use the word diplomatic, and also I guess professional is another word. Like, I care about the Spanish teachers, but I also work for a company. That's when you would use that word, right? Like, if I work at a school, at any school, and a parent comes in and complains, I need to listen to their opinion and take them seriously, but I cannot agree that my school has a problem, and I can't put them down and say, no, my school is perfect, be quiet, right?
Yeah.
So that's a situation
I was just
you use that word.
if you could also use the word neutral in those cases.
Neutral, oh yeah, totally. I can say, I'm gonna stay neutral on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great word, Juan. And I wanted to say, Josue, you've been listening. Have you had any thoughts about this discussion?
Well, it's a tough discussion. I would definitely agree that generally teachers should earn more money, you know. I'm a teacher myself, and well, I don't used to complain a lot about how much I earn, but we could earn more. That's not that bad to say. And but as for Spanish classes, I agree with you. I guess it is just a demanding problem. I would say that the Verbling would surely change the prices if they would get more students, and well, that's how the word works.
Josue, are you French?
No, I'm Italian. I'm Italian.
Italian. Oh, I've never seen an Italian name have an accent.
Yes, there aren't that much, I guess. Perhaps just a couple of names, not more.
Not a lot. Okay. Josue, because that's what I thought, especially by your last name, Trozi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, Josue, because I know you haven't joined any of my TH sound classes. Why don't just say this for me? Other.
Other?
Other. Good. That TH sound, right?
Yeah,
it's a difficult one, but it's one that just keep thinking about that sound.
Definitely. Thank you for your...
Oh, absolutely. And even turn your microphone off right now and then start practicing. As other students speak, repeat what they said, practicing that TH sound.
Definitely, I will.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. I totally understand what you're saying. It's just a good sound to focus on, I think.
Definitely. Okay? Thank you.
Great. You're so welcome. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. Music to my ears. And I also noticed, Mine, you said something about blue collar. And the way that we spell that is this way. Collar.
Yeah, I realized after I wrote it.
Oh, that's okay. What did you mean by that?
You told that the waitress has a different... I didn't say about the teacher. You told that some people work with the fabric.
Let's have you work on that TH sound too.
Okay.
Let's just try.
What?
You were saying about the waitress, how I was saying something about the waitress's wages and about blue collar.
Yes. Waitress wages is always lower because become as a professional, if you go to the college or master or another degree, you have to spend years and money, and it's that those kind of the things needs to come back higher salary than normal salary, and this is people choices. Somebody happy what they are doing.
What was that, Andre?
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said something. That's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mine.
My point is, if you go to the college or other school, you have to earn more money than normal or blue-collar people. Because you spend a lot of years to become as a professional, and you spend years and years.
And you know, that is a perspective, but what about comparing okay, I was waitressing when I was in my undergraduate degree, and I waitressed for 3 years, and I made, on average, if I worked for 5 hours, I would make $80 to $150 in tips. Never mind my wages. That's crazy. That's a lot. That's crazy. But people work in factories and they make nothing.
Yes, this is the reason. Maybe waitress is different position than blue collar or assembly line people. That is the reason we have to separate. Because in the US or Canada, not in my country, we haven't any experience before finish the college or university. Always our family support to our life, and we have to finish the college, and then we looking for the job and get the job, and then we start working. But I see US and some Europe countries, and the people start work like as a teenager or college student. They learn life early than me, and they are different perspective, and I appreciate their efforts, and learning life experience it's very valuable. Yes,
totally. I really appreciate your perspective on that. I think that's a very fair perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And I think that's again one of the biggest philosophical questions, right? Communism versus or socialism versus capitalism, and the good and bad there. I mean, even the idea that if I go to school, maybe it's just because I have rich parents. Who is to say that I deserve more money than someone who doesn't have rich parents because I went to school? Or things like that. You know, it's just, these are these big, big questions that are not easy to solve in a 1-hour class.
Yes, I agree with you.
But they're definitely fun to talk about. Oh no, I'm so sad that Nan just left. I was just about to ask her. Nan, I don't know, I think maybe you had a connection problem. So if so, come back. We want to hear your opinion. Oh, I feel so bad. And Juan, we knew that you were kidding. Okay, I'm just looking in the chat right now, and I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Okay, I don't think I did. Did I miss anything? Did someone ask to speak next? No. Okay, good. Okay, so we've talked about a couple, we're going to call them maybe injustices or problems in the world. Let's finish class talking about some good things. Yeah.
I can talk.
It's a problem.
Actually, I want to change something.
Yeah.
Your class is finished is a problem.
Oh, I know. You know, don't you think it's amazing, Andre, because you've been in so many classes, how just all of a sudden we have 10 minutes left.
Yeah, it's an injustice.
It's an injustice. But yes, go ahead, Huyen.
Yeah, I noticed that we want to change many things related to like moral issues in our society, like discrimination and discriminations basically. But I wanted to do something more personal. If ever I want all the tickets, like flight tickets, to be free, so I can travel.
The what? Oh, plane. Let's say.
Plane ticket.
We normally say plane ticket, not flight ticket.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Plane ticket. Yeah. Say that again.
It's
so
just
you want
my wish. I want all the plane tickets to be free, so we can travel to every corner of the world.
That is an amazing wish. And what would happen to the world if all the flights were free?
I don't know.
Do you think
maybe I'll live in Canada, for example. I don't know.
Oh yay! And I would have so many more friends.
Yeah.
I think she's a traveler.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's actually Blanca's #1 wish too. Right, Blanca?
Sorry?
Is that your #1 wish too, to have all of the plane tickets in the world free?
Maybe. I would like to visit all possible countries in the world. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and okay, so other than Canada, Huyen, where would you go first?
I'll go to Europe.
Europe? Where in Europe?
Yeah. Spain, Italy, France. Yeah.
Oh, that would be so awesome. That would be so great. And I really want to go to India. I think India would be such a cool place to go and eat lots of curry.
It's not a very safe country to visit because I heard a lot of news about raping or something.
Yeah.
During over the past couple of months.
Okay, maybe I won't go very soon then. That could be my second choice. I do want to
accompany with somebody. Maybe it's safer not to go alone.
Yeah, no, I never travel alone. Okay, great wish, Huyen. And what about someone else? What's a life wish? If you could have one thing or change one thing in the world, a big thing.
Is it personal?
Sure.
I want to be retire immediately because I need time for reading, for watching more movies. I'm not a great traveler. I just want to stay at home and read my books, maybe focus my studies to writing poems. I really need time. But I don't want to be old for spending this time.
I know, isn't it so sad that we retire when we have no more energy?
Yeah, it's unfair. You know, the very common expression: when you're teenage, you haven't got money, you have a lot of energy. When you are, but you have a lot of time. But when you're working adult, you have money, but you have not time. But when we are retired, we are old and we have not energy. Maybe we have lots of money, lots of time, but out of energy. It's unfair, yeah. Because for this reason, I want to be retired immediately.
Nihan, you seem really young though.
No,
like, you don't seem close to retirement.
Yeah, I'm not close, yes. But
okay, I was gonna say
36, you know.
Oh my gosh, really? You're 36?
Yeah.
I thought that you were closer to my age.
Nope. I think Mina and I the same age. Like I think she can understand because I guess she struggles for her life a lot, for her career, for her study, and maybe she's more excited than me. Maybe she wants to travel, but I just only first in my life, I just want to only be retired, but I have 15 years to be retired.
Well,
for me, a lot.
Nihan, maybe you need a career change.
No, because in my country or in the world, nobody pays for your studies, writings, for your poems. Even if you have a published book, you cannot run your life with this money.
It's very true. I hope that you get a burst of energy very soon, Nihan.
Thank you.
I think it can happen. Really, you should change your profession, because that's what they say. They said when you're mid-30s, if you want to retire, then you must change your profession, and if you don't want to retire and you still have lots of energy, then you're in something that you love.
I have to say something.
Yes, Mine.
Maybe I should invite Nihan to come to US and then see the people here, and then she change her mind. Because retirement age is 67 here, and people are more energetic than the other countries. I know Canada, and Canada also very energetic people. I saw 100 years old woman sit the mall and then eat the food and enjoy the life. I saw that.
My grandfather's 83. He's 83, and he's coming to visit me here in Newfoundland. And I sent him an email today, and I said, Zaidi, because I'm Jewish, that's what we call our grandfathers. I said, Zaidi, what time do you like to wake up in the morning? And how late do you go to bed? And what did he type back? He said, any time is party time. Any time is party time. He just like, any time is party time. And I was like, what? We went to Chicago. We went to Chicago last summer, and it was me and my parents and my boyfriend and my brother and sisters and our whole family. Were very young, and my grandfather, again, he's 83. He stayed up as late as all of us until 2, 3 in the morning drinking.
Wow.
All night.
Oh my
And he
God.
was like, yeah, party. He's 80.
It's amazing.
So, yeah, I guess Canadians are
awesome
kind of
grandpa-
energetic.
Yes.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, oh, Andre, you would love Canada. But I guess San Diego is your love.
Yes, it's my passion.
Yeah, I know.
Canada is the second one.
And that's the second one. Yeah, well, that's the great thing about the United States. If you ever want to go to Canada for the weekend, it's easy. Just drive there in your car.
Yes, in my dreams.
In your dreams. One day, one day. I'll just explain one quick thing before I end class. Excuse me, Huyen, you said just a wee. When we use that word, just a wee little something, it just means, wee means tiny, W-E-E. Okay, so if I say, oh, look at your, I don't know, look at your baby. She's just a wee little baby, just a wee little thing.
Wee
It's
little
kind
baby, okay.
Yeah, it's like if you say wee little, it's redundant, but it's common. Like, I don't know, oh, look at this marker. It's just a wee little marker. It's not very small, but if it was. I can't think of a better example, but that's what it means. W-E-E
I have
means
an
small.
extra question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard the expression wake up at the wee hour. Is it the same thing?
Yeah, so what do you think that might mean? What does
Like
wee
you
mean?
wake up very soon.
Very early. We say, for example, oh,
Yeah, early, sorry.
you were saying to Mine, right? Mine, what time is it for you?
For me, it's almost 8 p.m.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it was morning. But let's say it was morning, and Huyen, you woke up at 6 in the morning to come to class. I would say, Mine, you just woke up at the wee hours of the morning. It means smaller hours. So instead of 8, you're waking up at 5 in the morning. It's just very, when we say small,
me.
we mean smaller number, right?
Just me, I,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3 in the morning in Turkey, and I have to join the class, and I have to wake up at 1.
Exactly. So Nihan right now is in the wee hours of her morning.
Wee hours, yeah.
Wee hours, yeah. And you have to kind of accentuate that. Wee hours of the morning. Because if you just say,
Wee hours of the morning.
yeah, you have to accentuate that or else, and it's a very friendly thing. You wouldn't say, Nihan, are you awake in the wee hours of the morning? You would have to say it in a friendly way, or else it sounds like W-E. It's like I would say it's not slang, but it's a very colloquial way to say small. So kind of like slang, but it's not. It's in the dictionary. Okay, I've got to end class right now. But my next class is, oh, what is my next class? It's a beginner vocabulary class. So Josue, you were asking if it's a beginner. Yes, it is. It's a very beginner. So I'll just I guess I don't need to post the link there. It's a vocabulary class and speaking. You'll learn how to apologize in English and when it's appropriate to say you're sorry. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for the class, and I'm sure I will see every one of you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.